All right. Appreciate everybody for joining us. I do have the extreme pleasure, I have to say, of filling in some really, really big shoes of Mr. Will Zanders. He is on his way back doing some travel. I know his signals will go out. And so he said, all right, Master Trainer, you ready? Because they looking to hear from you. And so, I can't turn the man down. So when he calls, I answer the call. I'm excited to be subbing in for him today. Of course, those are some very, very big shoes to fill. But we're gonna do our best to have some fun tonight. Is that all right with y'all? We good? We good, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right, good stuff. Well, grab your pens, man. We're gonna get into it. Hopefully, you guys have something to take some notes with. Because I'm not going to be doing a share screen today. Even though I get to see some faces today, I'm excited about that. But I do want to talk about something pretty important. I'm gonna wipe my glasses off today because today's training, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be talking about vision. And so let me start with letting you guys know. If you don't already know, there's a huge difference between sight and vision. And it's interesting that I realized that a lot of people didn't know that. Thank you very much, whoever the Samsung is, right? There's a big difference between sight and vision. And most people don't even realize that. Does anybody have an idea of any kind of differences from sight and vision? Well, let me do this. Let's just say if you're over 40, if you're over 40 and you don't mind sharing that in the chat, just put a 40 in the chat. Let me know, because here's what happens. I was told when we start hitting 40 years old, some things start changing. I realized one of the things that changed with me personally was my eyesight. Can anybody relate to that? Anybody? I'm like, there you go, Seymour. Yeah, I had to get some glasses, and I was like, man, my eyesight's going bad. And my eye doctor said, listen, it happens at 40 years old. Pretty much, it starts going downhill. She was the one that told me, and so I let it go. But I had great vision still. Still had great vision. So my eyesight was getting bad, but my vision was still very strong. And I want you guys to really, Lillian told me to drink more Nova coffee. That's gonna help. That's gonna help my eyesight. All right, I'm gonna help with everything else. So I wouldn't be surprised. But guys, listen, here's the deal. It's one thing for you to be able to see. Blind man can't see, but that don't mean they have vision. See, I learned at an early age that people don't follow people. Write that down. People don't follow people. However, people do follow people with vision. So I'm gonna say that again. People don't follow people, but people follow people with vision. What do I mean by that? Can anybody throw in the chat, anybody that you could think of that you can say, this person has vision? Anybody that you could think of, anybody. Let's see. Kathy said, Marcus. All right. Coach Marcus, you got some vision. Yes, Marcus has an amazing vision. Melissa, all right. Well, okay, we got some HBN leaders in here. All right. Well, here's the thing. I realized early on. Let's talk about since we're coming up. Well, no, we passed. Yeah, I don't even know what month it is now. I'm just trying to drink all of this slimmer as much as possible. But let's talk about Dr. King for a second. How many people felt like Dr. King was a great leader? Anybody? We talk about Martin Luther King. There might be another. Your doctor might be named King. I don't know. I just want to be clear. And see, Dr. King led mass amounts of individuals because he had a vision. Now, I do want to say this: the vision has to be yours, because and it has to be a strong vision. Now, when Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream," and he spoke that dream, he was speaking to a mass amounts of individuals to really pour his vision out and let people understand. And people followed Dr. King. Now, he didn't have to get permission from anybody to lay his vision out. he went and he did that because he said, I have a dream. He didn't say Coretta and I have a dream, right? He was clear. This is his vision and really wanted to put that out. So understanding there's a big difference between sight and vision. And I want you guys to understand where we are right now within this company, right? See, there are big things happening, guys, in HBN right now. Is anybody excited? Is anybody excited about that? Yes. All right, Miriam, I see you. Hello. Big things are really, really happening. Yes, today is March 5th. If you're gonna watch this on replay, we're getting ready for an amazing, amazing leadership experience out in Orlando, Georgia. Excuse me, Orlando, Florida. And I had to tell you, I'm excited about what's about to happen because really big things are about to happen within this company. I know we got some new products that are dropping and things like that. I want you to think about all the growth, guys, that is happening right now, both domestically and internationally. I know Marcus put up some information. There was some shipping changes and everything else. Our international market is really about to take off. And you have to have enough vision to see, am I going to be a part of this massive growth? And do I want my organization to not only grow locally in my state, not just, within the country, but around this world? Is your vision big enough to embody that, right? Let me ask some people in the chat, guys. How do you feel right now on this webinar? How do you feel? Just put in, Larry said worldwide. See, here's the reality is, right here, right now, with this group of individuals and leadership, we're in a good place. This is a really good place. This is where we encourage one another, right? We get to praise each other and talk about positivity, but you're gonna need to be able to take this level of excitement. I see everybody excellent, excited, really good. See, you have to be able to take this level of excitement and positivity with you at all times, because here's the reality. It gets rough out there and you're going to need your armor. And the reality is people are rude. We're just going to bump into those people, right? And so it's going to be your mindset. Your mind is what controls your body. Would anybody agree with that? If you agree with that, just put agree in the chat, right? Your mind controls your body. Your body does not control your mind. And this is important for you to understand. Watch this. Everybody, I only got a few people that's on camera, but for those that are nice enough to go ahead and share your camera, if you could kind of just do me a favor, do this. Everybody put your right hand up. I see you put your right hand up. Now, go ahead and put your left hand up. Okay, all right. Now, I want you to think of something that makes you happy. Think of something that makes you happy. Now, think of something that makes you sad. See, for those that participated in this exercise, do you understand and see how your mind can just switch just like that? That's why it's important for you guys to participate. See, your mind, you have that ability to switch your mind at any given time. And you have to choose to think in a positive state at any given time. So you're going to be able to need to switch your mind because you're going to come across what we call some dream stealers. You guys are going to come across some non-believers. Anybody know any dream stealers? Anybody live with any, don't say that. Don't do that. But here's the reality. Sometimes the biggest dream stealers could be sleeping in the bed with you. I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna just keep it very, very real. Kia say yes, right? So we're gonna talk about some things that I think is really gonna help you get to the top. See, a lot of people when we train and we do train, a lot of people think it's about the how-tos. How do I do this? How do I do that? And here's the reality. Myself, Will, Coach Marcus, we could teach you the how-tos all day. In a heartbeat. But I want you to understand that if your mind is not right and you can't see your progression, Your future, you'll never get there. Don't matter if you know the how-tos. If your mind can't envision the future, and again, we're going to talk about that sight versus vision, but if you can't imagine a really big future, you'll never get there. And that's just truth. So let's start with this. The first thing that I want you to do, I want you to understand you're going to have to link your future in this business to your potential, not to your history. Somebody might want to write that down. Link your future in this business to your potential and not your history. Thank God this company didn't base any of my promotions on my past behavior or actions. Right? We all got a past. I'm so glad Paula, the founder of this company, don't know about some of the stuff that I did as a kid. I'm so glad you don't know. And I'm not going to tell you either, right? Right? But a lot of people, they bring baggage with them to business. When anybody like Marion, a lot of people bring baggage with them. And here's the reality. I'm telling you right now, here and now, it's time to get rid of the baggage, guys. It's time. You're going to have to, in order for you to grow forward, you're going to have to get rid of the baggage. Because if not, it's not going to allow you to move forward in business and in life. So I really want to get into vision with you guys. If you can throw your idea of what vision is in the chat. Right? Because I told you, you're going to have a big vision. What do we mean by that? Well, here's the deal. Your vision has to be big enough, not only to just include you and your success, it has to include the success of the people around you. Somebody might want to write that down. Your vision has to be big enough to see the people around you having massive success. Watch this. Does your vision include tens of thousands of people being promoted in your organization? I don't know if y'all ready. Tens of thousands of people being promoted in your organization. See, you got to have a vision of where you see multiple people being promoted. And this is if you want to grow, because this is leadership training, right? So if you are looking to grow your business, you got to see multiple people getting promoted in your organization to diamond and double diamond in your downline. Excuse me, your success team, right? So I want you to know, over the last few months, man, easily, HBN has paid out hundreds of thousands of dollars in commission, right? And sometimes, it could be considered the worst time because, we just passed the holidays, and it's during the holidays that a lot of people want to kind of go on break with family, or they're traveling and things like that. And still, even during what some people would consider the worst time in network marketing, they still paid out hundreds of thousands of dollars. What do you think is about to happen in the second quarter of this year? Third quarter. Now, where is your vision? See, how many people do you see coming through your organization in the next 3 to 4 years? How much commissions will be paid in your organization in the next 3 to 4 years? How many people do you want in all of these markets we talked about? Like, we're not just domestic, international. How many people do you want in all of these markets coming through your organization? Where is your vision? Some people's vision is just too small. And I learned something early on in my career in network marketing. I learned that it's not that people aim too high and miss. Some people aim too low and hit. That might have went over some people's head. All right, let me try this again. It's not that most people will aim too high and miss. A lot of people aim too low and hit. Now, where do you see, first of all, let me say this. See, HBN is doing great right now. It is doing absolutely phenomenal. But I do want you to understand this. There is the HBN, and then there is your HBN. See, guys, we all have our own company within the company. Do you guys understand that? I'm gonna have a tax expert doing a training for my organization tomorrow. If you're interested in learning about some of the tax breaks that you guys are eligible for because you are in business, you can shoot me a message and I'll get you that information on that if you want to jump on and really learn the power, because there's so many reasons that you're going to stay and you're going to want to stay in business over an extended long period of time, right? So HBN is doing great, but there's your HBN. Where do you see your HBN in 3 years? You write that down so that later you can go back and put this in writing. I saw Coach Marcus made a post the other day when he first hit platinum, and he was talking about the amount of cycles that he wanted, and we just see the numbers getting crossed out, and he's putting higher numbers. That man had a vision. This is why he is where he is right now. See, again, HBN was doing great, but Marcus had to say, where is my HBN going to be in the next 3 to 4 years? I hope you guys understand this. Like, now, let's shorten it really quick. See, how many partners do you have coming through your organization on a daily basis? Now, whatever it was last month, would you want to increase it 10 to 20-fold in the next 90 days? Anybody? If so, put a yes in the chat. Or put an increase in the chat. I want to see who's paying attention. Like, think about the amount of people that may have come through your organization, and think about making that 10 to 20-fold over the next 90 days. Now, here's the big question. Are you working for it? Are you working for it? Have you written down your goals? Now, I'm going to do a training in Orlando. I'm going to just let you know. And we're going to talk about goals and really, do they work, how to make them. We're going to, if you're not coming to Orlando, you're going to miss some good stuff. I'm just letting you know. I've already prepared it. I'm just letting you know, right? So have you written down your goals? Because your key for the success that you want to have is to stay in phase 1. How many people know what phase 1 is? Anybody know what phase 1, right? Active recruiting. That's the key. Actively going out and be a great person to talk to people about our business, about our products. We talk about our products, people get on and they're going, man, listen, you're going to get it at, you want it wholesale or retail? Get it at wholesale and become a business partner. Then they have the opportunity to share their testimonies, their results. Then your organization starts to grow. That's how we get it growing 10 and 20-fold. Now, if you're an executive or above, can you do me a favor? Just put executive in the chat. I just want to see who we got in the chat, and I got to get you make sure you're paying attention. All right, cool. All right, executive. All right. Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. Y'all just went too fast. Everybody. I love it. I love it. Now, why do I ask that? Because I want you to know the truth. If you can go executive, you can go platinum. And if you can go executive, you can go diamond. And I know diamond is not the highest position, trust me. But it's the first goal I want y'all to really start concentrating on. Because right now it's the highest position that we have reached, I believe. No, I think there's one double down. Marcus, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But if you can go executive, you can go diamond. How many people believe that? If you believe that, say I believe in the chat. Someone, right? Yeah. If you can go here's the key. Just keep going executive and breaking executive. That's it. Just keep going executive and breaking executives. Now, I'm going to shift for a little bit. As I told somebody, I said, I'm not going to be long tonight, but I'm going to do my best to be strong. I want to talk a little about goals and money just for a second. I know some people judge me, and when I start talking about money and I get excited, my Sonic, money's not everything. You're right. It's not everything. Try going a few months without it. Let's see how you change your mind. I've had people argue with me when I want to talk about money, Miriam. They say you can't, money can't buy you happiness. I'm like, you just don't know where to shop, right? So we're gonna we're gonna talk just a little bit really quick about money and goals, right? See, this industry, I want you to understand, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, it's done some amazing and wonderful things, for me, for my family. Financially, it allowed me to walk away from my job back in 2011. It allowed me to donate. I just say I donated my job back to the society. I didn't want it no more, right? So I fired my boss. Okay, thank you, Shona. Today is the 5th. So if you have your leadership forms, please let's make sure we get those in. Thank you, Shona. All right. So, this industry has done some amazing things. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't even scratched the surface yet of what I can or want to do. I hope you feel the same way. So a quick question. How many people tonight on this call are going to go diamond? If you're going to go diamond in this call, go ahead and put diamond in the chat. I want a clear view. Let's do it. All right, Coach Marcus. Now, I want to ask y'all this. Is everybody on this Zoom going to go diamond? Everybody going to go diamond? Put that answer in the chat. Is everybody going to go diamond? Rick said, yes, sir. Somebody said no. Peter said yes. Akia said no. Marcus said no. All right. Now, here's the deal. I don't know why you would choose not to go diamond. Now, let's be clear. It's not because you cannot. It is going to be because you choose not to go diamond. I'm going to say that again. It's not because you cannot go diamond. It is going to be because you choose not to go diamond. And I don't know why you would choose not to go diamond, but and it doesn't matter, your personality. Money will help anybody in the Zoom. Let's keep it real, right? It'll change your mindset. And some people are going to be worried about getting somebody in this business. Well, I can't get somebody in this business. I'm going to say this. I hope this gets through to the inner parts of your cranium. HBN is not a business where we get people in. HBN is a business where we let people in. I'm going to say that again. This is not a business where we get people in. This is going to be a business where we let people in. See, I want you to understand, you can have anything in this business you want. All you got to do is help enough people get what they want. Zig Ziglar, one of my favorite trainers. You can have anything in this business you want. All you got to do is help enough people get what they want. And your vision needs to be a picture of your future. It has to be a vision of the future. Watch this. If I say, think of a car, everybody think of a car. Everybody think of a car. I already know, Coach Marcus, Bugatti. I already know. Now watch this. When I said think of a car, you didn't think of the letters C-A-R, did you? Right? No, you didn't. You thought of a picture of a car. I want you to understand that's how our mind works. We think in pictures. So I'm going to ask you, what is your picture for your business? Now, I'm going to tell you, we're going to get ready to wrap up. My picture's a movie. My business is a movie. And I want to be clear, I'm the star, I'm the director, I'm the producer, I'm everything. And in my movie, I got multiple homes. I got charities that I've been setting up and donating to. But what is your picture? What is your vision? Where do you see your business going? And it's got to be in a picture, right? If we started last month and we put in hundreds of people, I can tell you this. Let me go back. I started this business in September, and I put in hundreds of people in this organization. Now, if we can do that, can't you see yourself in 10 months doing easily 3,000 to 4,000 people a month? Easily, right? Well, it depends on your picture. It depends on your picture, right? Even in our slowest months. But is it feasible? Yeah, it's absolutely feasible. Has it been done in other companies? Absolutely it has. So can it be done again? If you could believe it can be done again, put a yes in the chat. Yeah, it can be done again. Here's what you got to do though. You have to stop being distracted by the small things. Things we cannot control. Stop being distracted by those things, guys. Stay on your course and stay focused. Focused. When we say focus, stands for follow one course until successful. Some of y'all gonna have to write that down. Follow one course until successful. That's focus. I'm gonna get ready to wrap up because I told you I didn't want to be long today, but I just wanted to pour my heart out so you guys can understand what you're going to need to really take your organization, your business, your HBN to the next level. And one of the biggest things you're going to need is big vision. Because I'm going to say this again. It's not that most people aim too high and miss, but most people aim too low and hit. Now we're going to get ready to wrap up. One of the things that I want you guys to do is work on yourself personally. Self-development is a huge key. We hear Mr. Zanders talk about that all the time. Coach Marcus talk about that all the time. I know Coach Marcus dropped a video, a training video in the chat and in his group earlier. Guys, it's about working on yourself. Right? Here's another thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say stay in prayer. Stay in prayer. Ask God to keep you clean and focused. Whoever your God is, ask your God to keep you clean and focused. Keep your mind pure. Here's a secret. You're going to attract all kinds of people through this industry and this business. But the key, this is all about growth and personal development. Watch this. You should not be the same person next Sunday that you are this Sunday. Not if you're growing. And not all of y'all are in my organization, so I hope this don't sound too harsh, but when I coach people, I tell my people, look, if you're not growing, you die. We have to consistently be growing. And so I want you to work on it, guys. I really want y'all to work on it. Keep things on the up and up. Ask yourself, will the things that I'm doing as a leader pass the dining room table test? What does that mean? That means if the things that if you would sit around the dining room table with your family and discuss things, are the things that you're doing, will they pass the test? Can you have that conversation with everybody? Like, Don't do things as a leader that you wouldn't feel comfortable discussing around the dining room table. I want you to, we had a lot of people throw executive, so that means you're executive and above in the chat. Guys, have conversations with your organization about going platinum. Have those conversations with you. Build your base, build your core. Hope y'all remember that training, right? So build your base, build your core, build your team, build your family, and let's go make history and create a legacy for your last name. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to pour my thoughts out to you about sight versus vision. I want you to understand that in order for you to be successful, you're going to need a big vision. And like I said, it's going to have to include tens of thousands of people getting promoted in your team, your organization, and your HBN. So I hope that something I said resonated with you tonight. And if it did, man, then I've done my job. I appreciate you. I appreciate Mr. Zanders just giving me the opportunity to talk real with you guys and, you know, just tell you what I know, because one of the things that I do as a coach, I'm not going to, I've never trained on something that I haven't done myself or I don't know. We're going to teach from experience. My father told me early on, he said, a lot of people think that, you know, you having an experience, they say experience is the best teacher. But I'm telling you now, if you get to learn from other people's experience, that is the best teacher. Well, why would you say that? Well, if I told you guys that the stove is hot, and you're like, I don't believe you, so you burn yourself. That ain't a good experience. But if I watched you burn yourself, I learned from your experience, and that was a better teacher for me. Would you agree? Anybody agree with that? Right? So other people's experience, getting that experience from other people's success, and so that's what we wanted to make sure that we pour into you guys today. I see all the thank yous. I appreciate you guys, and I'm going to do something a little different today. So we're going to wrap up the recording, and you guys could just feel free to stay on if you want to in a sec. But thank you guys for watching this. If you're watching this on a replay, make sure that you're working on your vision consistently. Make sure that your vision is big enough to include other people having success. And I look forward to seeing you at the top, because the bottom is just too crowded. I appreciate you guys for joining us tonight, and I hope that you have an excellent night.